We're talking about an extraordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike. The 2000p Roosevelt dime. Yes, you heard that right. A simple dime from the year 2000 minted in Philadelphia could be worth millions of dollars. So let's dive into what makes this coin so special and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. First, let's talk about the Roosevelt dime. This coin has been in circulation since 1946 and features the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. Most dimes from the year 2000 are not particularly valuable, but a few rare specimens have been discovered with unique errors that set them apart. Now, what makes the 2000p dime so valuable? The answer lies in mint errors. A mint error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin production process, resulting in a coin that differs from the standard design. Collectors prize these errors because they are rare and often visually striking. The 2000p dime has been found with errors such as missing elements, double strikes, off-center strikes, or an entirely smooth edge where the reading should be. These errors make the coin highly sought after and can drive its value into the millions, depending on its condition and the severity of the error. One of the most famous examples is the 2000p dime with a smooth edge, meaning it lacks the characteristic ridges along the edge of the coin. This error occurred when the coin was struck without a properly prepared collar die. Such an anomaly is extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. Another valuable error is the double strike, where the coin is struck twice, leaving overlapping designs that create a mesmerizing effect. But how do you know if your 2000p dime is worth a fortune? First, look closely at the mint mark. The P below the year indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, examine the coin for any irregularities. Does the edge feel smooth instead of ridged? Are there any unusual patterns or overlapping images on the coin? If you notice anything out of the ordinary, you might have a valuable error coin on your hands. Condition also plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are worth significantly more than those that show signs of wear and tear. If you believe you've found a rare 2000p dime, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will evaluate your coin's authenticity, condition, and overall value, providing you with a certificate that can help you sell it for top dollar. You might be wondering how a simple error coin can reach such astronomical values. The answer lies in supply and demand. Rare coins with significant mint errors are highly desirable among collectors, and their scarcity drives up the price. Auctions for these coins often result in bidding wars, with some selling for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. So, where can you find these elusive 2000p dimes? Start by checking your pocket change, jars of coins, or rolls from the bank. It might take some time and patience, but the payoff could be life-changing. If you enjoy treasure hunting, coin collecting is a rewarding and potentially lucrative hobby that allows you to uncover hidden gems in everyday places. To recap, the 2000p Roosevelt dime is not your average coin. Thanks to its rare mint errors and high demand among collectors, it has the potential to be worth a small fortune. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on rare coins and collectibles. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your change, and we'll see you in the next video. We're diving deep into an incredible topic that's sure to fascinate coin collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike. Have you ever come across a 1977 D Mint Mark I dime coin? Well, it might be more valuable than you ever imagined, with some specimens potentially worth millions of dollars. Let's break down why this coin could be worth such a fortune and how you can spot one in your collection. First, let's take a step back and discuss the basics of the 1977 D Mint Mark I dime. This coin, minted in 1977, was part of the regular production of dimes in the United States. The D Mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, which is one of the key mints in the U.S. now. Normally, a 1977 D dime is worth just its face value, 10 cents. However, what makes this coin stand out is the potential for a rare error or feature that could make it incredibly valuable. Over the years, collectors have discovered some amazing varieties of this coin, some of which are worth millions. So, what are the key factors that could make a 1977 D dime worth such a large sum? Let's explore that. The value of the 1977 D Mint Mark I dime doesn't come from just being a regular coin. It comes from rare errors and misprints. There are a few specific things that can make this dime extremely valuable. One of the most coveted varieties of the 1977 D dime is the double die obverse. This happens when the die used to stamp the coin has been misaligned, creating a doubled image on the coin. This type of error is highly sought after by collectors. A 1977 D dime with this error could potentially fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, even millions. Another error to watch out for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not perfectly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be struck off the edge. Off-center coins are valuable because they are so rare. If you come across a 1977 D dime with a significant off-center strike, you might have a valuable piece of history in your hands. Coins with die cracks or cuds are also highly sought after. These occur when a crack or chip forms on the die used to strike the coin, leaving an imprint on the coin's surface. While this may not be as dramatic as a double die error, it can still lead to a significant increase in the coin's value. Now that we know what to look for, how can you spot a 1977 D Mint Mark I dime that might be worth a fortune? Always start by confirming that the coin is indeed a 1977 D Mint Mark dime. Check for the correct date on the front and ensure the mint mark, D, is located just below the date, on the obverse side of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to carefully examine the details of the coin. Look for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual marks that could indicate an error. While error coins are valuable, they are even more valuable when they're in excellent condition. The less wear and tear a coin has, the higher its grade will be. Coins that are graded as uncirculated or MS65, Mint State 65, can fetch a lot more money, especially if they have rare errors. If you believe you have found a 1977 D Mint Mark I dime with a valuable error, you may be wondering where you can sell it. The quickest option is often to approach a reputable coin dealer who specializes in rare coins. They will have the knowledge to accurately assess the value of your coin and may offer you a fair price. Another option is to list the coin at a coin auction. Auctions, both in person and online, can often attract a lot of collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. Some auction houses, like Heritage Auctions, have sold coins for millions, so it's a great way to reach a wide audience. Platforms like eBay and other online auction sites also provide a space to sell your coin. However, make sure you do thorough research and check for listings of similar coins to get an idea of how much your coin might be worth. We're diving into the incredible world of one-dime coins with mint marks that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries and value updates. Now, let's get started. The United States dime has been a part of American currency for over 200 years, and despite being a small coin, it carries a lot of history and potential value. The dime is worth just 10 cents, but depending on the year it was minted, the mint mark, and its condition, Some of these dimes can fetch prices in the hundreds of thousands, and even millions. In 2023, we are seeing some of these coins surge in value as collectors continue to hunt for rare, historic, and unique dime coins. The key here is the mint mark, something most collectors keep a close eye on, as it can drastically change the value of a coin. First, let's talk about mint marks. A mint mark is a small letter stamped onto a coin that indicates where it was produced. In the case of dimes, the mint marks can be D, S, or no mark at all, which usually means it was minted in Philadelphia. The mint marks can tell us a lot about the rarity and value of a dime. For example, coins with a D mint mark were minted in Denver, while S indicates the San Francisco Mint. Coins with no mint mark were typically struck in Philadelphia. And depending on the year, a dime with a particular mint mark can be worth significantly more than its face value. Now let's get into the real treasure. Let's take a look at some of the rarest dimes out there. The following coins are known for their high value due to mint errors, limited production, and historical significance. The 1916 D Mercury dime is one of the most coveted by collectors, especially because of its limited mintage. With fewer than 1.5 million of these dimes struck, this coin has an incredible premium attached to it. In excellent condition, this dime can fetch prices exceeding $1 million, with the highest grade version selling for more. Now, this one is truly a rare find. The 1894 S. Barber dime was produced in San Francisco, and it is estimated that only 24 were ever minted. Due to its extreme rarity, this dime is known to fetch upwards of $1.9 million at auction, making it one of the most expensive dimes ever sold. The 1917 dimes are a favorite among collectors, particularly the versions with the rare, full head detail. If you manage to find one of these dimes in perfect condition, it could be worth anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million. The key to these coins is the clarity of the details and the minting conditions. Error coins are also a big part of the market and can sometimes lead to astronomical prices. Some of these dime coins have minting mistakes that make them even more desirable and valuable to collectors. Let's go over a few notable examples. If you find a dime with an off-center strike, meaning that the coin wasn't properly aligned during minting, it could be worth a substantial amount. Depending on how far off-center the coin is, it can range from a few $100s to several thousand. Double die errors are another reason some dimes can be worth millions. These occur when the die that stamps the coin was misaligned during the minting process, resulting in a doubling of the coin's design. Dimes from the 1960s and earlier with these errors can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even more if they are in excellent condition. Occasionally, dimes are minted as proof coins, which are specially made for collectors. These coins tend to be struck with extra care and show sharp details and finishes. In pristine, uncirculated condition, some proof dimes can be worth far more than their face value, especially if they are from a limited mintage or special series. So, how do you spot a dime that could be worth millions? We're talking about a specific coin that has been gaining a lot of attention in the market recently, the 2015 P Mint Mark I dime coin. And guess what? Some of these coins have been known to sell for millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. But is that really true? Let's dive in and find out. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. Alright, here it is, the 2015 P Mint Mark dime. This coin, which was released by the U.S. Mint in 2015, looks like your average dime, right? It's made of copper and nickel and weighs about 2.268 grams, with a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. Nothing special about it at first glance, but trust me, there's more to it. So why is this coin getting all the attention? The answer lies in the P Mint mark. This is the first time the Philadelphia Mint marked dimes with a P in the history of U.S. coinage. In 2015, the U.S. Mint decided to add the P Mint mark to dimes as a special tribute to the Philadelphia Mint, where coins have been made for centuries. Now you might be thinking, what's so special about a mint mark? The truth is, mint marks on coins can sometimes make a world of difference in their value. Mint marks help collectors identify the location where the coin was struck. And in the case of the 2015 P Mint mark dime, it represents the first time the Philadelphia Mint was featured on dimes. That's why it's so sought after by collectors. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Although this dime was produced in large numbers, it's the error coins and the ones in perfect condition that are commanding huge prices on the market. Some rare 2015 P Mint mark dimes with noticeable minting errors, like off-center strikes or double die flaws, are selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But here's the million-dollar question. Are there really 2015 P Mint mark dimes worth $1 million out there? Well, it's important to clarify something. While certain 2015 P Mint mark dimes are worth significant amounts, such as the error versions, most of them are not worth anywhere near $1 million. You'll see dimes selling for hundreds or a few $1,000s in rare cases. But unless you stumble upon an incredibly rare and highly sought-after error coin, the $1 million price tag is a bit of a stretch. Typically, a 2015 P Mint mark dime in excellent condition will be worth around $5 to $10, but if you have one with a minting error, like the double die or off-center strikes, you might be able to sell it for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. For the most part, coins in perfect, uncirculated condition from the 2015 P Mint can fetch upwards of $50 to $100. To really score big, you would need a dime that stands out, a truly rare, unique error coin, which might be worth a couple of $1,000s. But are there any 2015 P Mint mark dimes that have sold for $1 million? That would be incredibly rare. And while the hype around this coin is real, it's more about collectors finding high-grade examples or rare errors that push the value up. Remember, in the world of coin collecting, condition, rarity, and minting errors are key to determining the value of a coin. So, if you have a 2015 P Mint mark dime in your collection, don't assume it's automatically worth millions. But if you do find a rare error or one in mint condition, you could be looking at a nice profit. So, what can you do with a 2015 P Mint mark dime? If you think you have something special, it's always worth getting it appraised by a professional. You can also keep an eye on online coin auctions or check out trusted dealers to see what these coins are selling for. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of U.S. coinage, the 1970 D Mint Mark I dime. This coin, often overlooked in most people's collections, has gained attention for its potentially massive value in the market. But is it really worth $1 million? Stick around, and let's find out together. We're going to explore why the 1970 D Mint Mark dime has become a topic of interest for collectors, investors, and numismatists alike. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on any of our coin-related content. Let's start by covering the basics. The 1970 D dime, minted in Denver, is a part of the Roosevelt dime series that was introduced in 1946. The dime has a value of 10 cents, like all dimes, but that's where the simplicity ends. The 1970 D Mint Mark dime is interesting because of its rarity, condition, and some specific traits that set it apart. Here's a closer look at the mint mark itself. The D indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The year 1970 is crucial in this case, as it's the last year that particular dies were used to mint the dimes before a redesign. Now, what really makes this 1970 D dime stand out is its rarity. While millions of these coins were minted, a number of them were struck with defects or have experienced heavy wear over the years. It's these rare examples, particularly those in pristine condition, that can fetch an extraordinary price in the market. Cut to various shots of different 1970D dimes in varying conditions, with some showing wear and others looking shiny and new. Coins that are in uncirculated, mint state condition, meaning they have no visible wear or signs of aging, are incredibly rare. In fact, even a coin in just a slightly better than average state can be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. But here's the kicker: the ones that could potentially reach a value of $1 million are the ones with the most pristine features and even certain specific flaws that add to their desirability. You're probably asking, what makes a 1970D dime worth so much? Well, it all comes down to something called coin error. If you're lucky enough to find a 1970D dime with certain characteristics, such as a misaligned die, off-center strike, or unique imperfections, these flaws can increase the value exponentially. In fact, these errors are what often cause coins to fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. One 1970D dime, with a notable error, was sold at a coin auction for over $100,000. And that's just for one with a small imperfection. But the true treasure comes when you find a near-perfect example or one with a rare mistake, like a double die or misprint. That's when you start talking about values in the range of hundreds of thousands or even, as we mentioned earlier, $1 million. So, how do you spot a valuable 1970D dime? Well, let's break it down. First, you'll want to check the condition of the coin. Look for dimes with sharp details, no visible wear, and clear mint marks. Next, inspect the coin for errors. Some of the most sought-after errors for the 1970D dime are double die obverse, where the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt's face appears slightly doubled due to a mistake in the die used to strike the coin. If you see doubling on Roosevelt's image or the lettering around the coin, that's a great sign. Additionally, look for coins that have an off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't aligned perfectly during the striking process, and it can create a valuable error. Take your time to carefully examine each coin. Even small, seemingly insignificant errors can dramatically increase the value of a coin like this. We have an exciting topic to dive into: the 1984p Mint Mark I dime coin. You may be thinking, why is the 1984 dime so special? Well, what if I told you that certain versions of this coin are worth $1 million on the market? You heard that right. In this video, we're going to explore the incredible story behind these coins, their rarity, and why they could fetch such an enormous price. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get into it. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1984 dime. The dime, which features Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, was first issued in 1946. The reverse side depicts a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. This design was created by John R. Cynic, and it's been in circulation ever since. The 1984p dime, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, was produced as part of regular coinage. Nothing about it stood out when it was released. It was just another coin in everyday circulation. But what makes certain 1984p dimes so valuable? The key to this coin's extraordinary value lies in a rare, unexpected error. Some 1984p dimes were struck with the wrong planchet, or the metal used to create the coin. Instead of being made of the standard copper-nickel blend, these dimes were accidentally struck on a copper planchet, which is thicker and heavier than the usual dime metal. This error is known as a wrong planchet strike, and it's incredibly rare. When these coins first surfaced, they confused collectors and numismatists alike. They didn't resemble the standard dimes, but they were very real, very authentic coins with a major flaw. Over the years, experts have confirmed that these wrong planchet dimes were indeed minted by mistake, making them an extremely rare find in the world of coin collecting. So, Why are these error coins so valuable? Well, rarity is the #1 factor. Error coins are always highly sought after, especially when they involve a mistake as unusual as a wrong planchet strike. But this particular error is even more special because the 1984p dimes were minted in Philadelphia, and the error occurred only on a limited number of coins. Another factor driving the value of these coins is the ongoing interest in rare and unique items. When collectors spot a coin like this on the market, they know it's not just a regular dime. It's a one-of-a-kind piece of history that could be worth an incredible amount of money. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question. How much is a 1984p wrong planchet dime worth? Depending on its condition, these coins can fetch anywhere from a few $1,000s to a mind-blowing $1 million. Some auction houses and private buyers have paid astronomical amounts for these rare dimes when they're in perfect condition. For example, one of the most famous 1984p wrong planchet dimes was sold for over $1 million at a major coin auction. This particular coin was in pristine condition, and the buyer understood just how rare and valuable it was. Coins in lower grades can still command high prices, but the highest values are reserved for the few that have been preserved in exceptional condition. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 1984p error coins in your possession? The 1984p dime should have a reeded edge. If the edge feels unusually smooth or different from a regular dime, you may have an error coin. A normal 1984 dime weighs around 2.27 grams. If your coin feels heavier, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. You can use a precision scale to weigh your coin. A coin that's struck on the wrong planchet may exhibit signs of wear, such as smudging or faint mint marks. However, the design will still be clear enough for you to identify it. If you think you might have a rare 1984p error coin, it's always a good idea to get it appraised by a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They'll be able to confirm if your dime is a genuine error coin and help you determine its value. In conclusion, the 1984p Mint Mark I dime coin with a wrong planchet error is a truly rare and valuable find. These coins can be worth anywhere from a few $1,000s to a jaw-dropping $1 million, depending on their condition. If you come across one of these coins in your collection or during your coin hunting, you could be holding a piece of numismatic history in your hands. So, next time you're going through your change, keep an eye out for this potential treasure. We're going to talk about something truly extraordinary in the world of numismatics: the 2021p Mint Mark I dime coin. You might not think much of a dime, but trust me, this coin could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions of dollars. Now, the 2021p Mint Mark I dime coin might seem like a standard modern coin, but certain variations, especially those with rare characteristics, are catching the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. Let's dive into why this dime could be worth a fortune. First, let's take a quick look at what makes the 2021p Mint Mark I dime unique. The P on the coin refers to the Philadelphia Mint, which struck these dimes. In the case of the 2021 edition, the design features the familiar image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, on the obverse. On the reverse, you'll find a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The 2021 dimes, like all modern coins, were minted for general circulation, meaning most of them are relatively common. However, some very rare errors and special variants exist, which can increase their value significantly. So what makes these dimes potentially worth millions? Well, it all comes down to rarity, condition, and sometimes even the most minor minting errors. One example of a coin that can skyrocket in value is one with a minting error. A misstruck coin, like one that shows a double die or a distorted image, can dramatically increase in value. Even though the standard 2021p Mint Mark dimes are worth only 10 cents in face value, if one of these rare errors pops up, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. Next, we have to talk about the condition. Coins are graded based on their quality, with grades like good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, and so on. A dime in perfect, mint condition, known as mint state, is much more valuable than one that's been worn down through years of circulation. Coins graded by professional services, like PCGS or NGC, can fetch much higher prices, especially if they're rare error coins or have unique characteristics. Now, you might be wondering, how does this relate to the millions of dollars? Well, let's take a closer look at the market. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare and unusual coins, and the more perfect or unique the coin, the higher the value it commands. For example, a rare error or a coin in pristine condition can sell at auction for anywhere from tens of thousands to over $1 million. If a 2021 P Mint Mark I dime were to have an extremely rare minting flaw and it were found in pristine condition, it could easily make headlines and break records. In fact, rare dimes from past years have sold for incredible sums. One example is a 1945 Roosevelt dime that fetched $1.9 million at auction. While the 2021 P Mint Mark dime hasn't reached that kind of price yet, the potential is there for the right coin to make a big splash in the world of numismatics. If you're serious about finding a high-value dime, it's essential to keep an eye on the market. Rare coins can sometimes go unnoticed, but when one surfaces, its value can increase exponentially. And the best part? You don't have to be a professional to find one of these treasures. You just need the right knowledge and a little bit of luck. Remember, just because you see a 2021 P Mint Mark dime doesn't mean it's worth a fortune. We're going to talk about something very special, the 2018 P Mint Mark I dime, a coin that has made waves in the numismatic world. This coin, with a simple P Mint mark, could be worth millions of dollars today. You heard that right, millions. So stick around because we're diving deep into the value, rarity, and history of this amazing coin. Let's get into it. At first glance, the 2018 P Mint Mark I dime may seem like just another coin in your pocket. After all, it's made of the usual copper-nickel blend and has the standard designs that you'll find on all dimes: Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But there's something unique about this particular coin that makes it incredibly valuable to collectors. The key factor here is the P Mint mark. In 2018, for the first time in U.S. history, the U.S. Mint added a P Mint mark to coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint. For years, the Philadelphia Mint had produced coins without a mint mark, but in 2018, they decided to add it, which immediately made these dimes much more interesting to coin collectors. Now, why is this coin so valuable? First, let's talk about rarity. While millions of dimes are produced each year, only a small fraction of these 2018 P Mint Mark dimes are in perfect, uncirculated condition. Coins that have survived the years in pristine shape are much rarer than those that have been in circulation. If you're lucky enough to come across a 2018 P dime in mint condition, graded MS67 or higher, then you're looking at a coin worth thousands, possibly tens of thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets really interesting. There have been some reports of dimes being sold for over $1 million, depending on the specific characteristics and grading of the coin. So what makes these dimes so valuable? It all comes down to the grade. Coins are graded based on their condition, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins that are graded as MS67 or MS68, meaning they have no visible wear, no scratches, and no blemishes, are the ones that are fetching top dollar at auctions. Even a small imperfection can significantly lower the value of a coin. In fact, one 2018 P Mint Mark dime in perfect condition recently sold at auction for over $1 million. This isn't just a regular dime, it's an example of how a coin's rarity, combined with the interest from collectors, can drive the value up to astronomical levels. But how do you find one of these rare dimes? Well, it's not easy. If you're looking for a 2018 mint marked dime that could be worth a fortune, you'll need to examine your coins carefully. Look for ones that have no visible wear and tear, no scratches, and no tarnish. The coin should shine like it just came out of the mint. And don't forget about the other factors that could increase the value of your coin. For example, if the coin has a unique error or variation, like a double die or a misstrike, it could be worth even more. Now, if you think you've found one of these rare dimes, what should you do next? The first thing is to get it professionally graded. You can send it to a trusted coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Once the coin is graded, it will be given a value based on its condition and rarity, and you'll know just how much it's worth. After grading, you can either keep your coin as part of your collection or consider selling it. If you're looking to sell, you can sell it at coin shows, auctions, or even online. Just be sure to research the current market value and work with a trusted dealer. What if I told you that a simple 1987 mint Mark I dime could be worth millions? Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not. Stick around to find out why this particular dime has collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts buzzing with excitement. Let's start by taking a close look at the 1987 mint Mark I dime. It's a coin that, on the surface, looks like any other dime you might find in your pocket or loose change jar. But don't be fooled by its simple appearance. This coin carries a rich history and a rare feature that can make it incredibly valuable. The P mint mark indicates that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is the only mint to produce dimes with this mark in 1987. While the design may seem standard, what sets this dime apart is its rarity, condition, and the market demand for rare coins. These factors can make this dime worth millions in the right circumstances. Now, let's dive deeper into why certain coins from the 1987 era have become so valuable. Many coins produced in this time have specific errors or anomalies that make them unique. And when it comes to the 1987 mint Mark I dime, there are some rare, one-of-a-kind misprints and errors that could make this dime worth far more than its face value. One of the most common errors to look for in this series is the double die error, where the die used to stamp the coins has multiple impressions. These can result in the images on the coin being slightly doubled or blurry, creating a coin that collectors are desperate to own. These error coins are incredibly rare, and finding one in perfect condition can push the value into the millions. So, if you ever find a 1987 mint Mark I dime in your collection or loose change, make sure to check it carefully for any potential errors. Of course, the value of a coin isn't just about its rarity or errors. Condition is everything. Coin collectors and investors use a grading system to determine the quality and desirability of a coin, known as the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. A higher grade means the coin is in better condition and is more valuable. For a 1987 mint Mark I dime to be worth $1 million, it would need to be in almost perfect, uncirculated condition. Any signs of wear or damage can significantly lower its value. Coins graded in MS67 or higher, with no signs of wear and minimal surface imperfections, are the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions. The demand for error coins and high-quality dimes is at an all-time high. Collectors are always looking for rare coins to add to their collections, and when something like a 1987 mint Mark I dime surfaces with a significant flaw or in mint condition, the bidding can get fierce. Some of these coins have sold for millions at prestigious coin auctions, where investors from all over the world fight for a chance to own a piece of history. In fact, Certain 1987 Mint Mark I dimes with specific errors have fetched upwards of $1 million or more, making them incredibly sought after. Cut to a slow-motion sequence of hands inspecting a 1987 Mint Mark I dime under a magnifying glass. So, how can you tell if you've got a $1 million 1987 Mint Mark I dime? First, check for the P Mint mark. Then, closely inspect the coin for any visible errors, such as a double die or any other unique characteristics. Next, make sure the coin is in excellent condition, no scratches, dings, or discoloration.